bright and early. I'm very happy that everyone came and super excited about what we're going to do. I don't think I speak for anyone else except for myself here, but what gets me up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do this kind of thing is the belief that the World Wide Web is and will remain free and open to everyone. And so kind of taking that to the power of libraries and institutions is critical to why I think linked open data in libraries, archives, and museums remains a pretty radical new idea and something that we're all experimenting with and working towards. Somebody this morning pointed me actually to the Ferguson Library Twitter account. I don't know if anyone has seen this. It's just at Ferguson Library, and you've seen what's going on in Ferguson, obviously. And that place remains open for school. They've shut down their school district this week, and so teachers are starting to gather at the Ferguson Library to run classes there, and they've remained open for people to come in and have peace and quiet and to read. And to me, that's this great idea of what libraries can be in the context of everything else falling down around us. So when we look at net neutrality or anything else, that's some of the dream here. So I want to, first and foremost, I want to thank everyone that's agreed to speak all day today. You guys are amazing. Everyone is volunteering for this. They've come from all over the world, literally, to do this and to share their expertise. We all come with a variety of experience here. And so the hope is that we can actually get some real hands-on, practical tutorials and lessons on what we can do with this information. Just a little bit of a context, we started this idea of a LODLAM training day, which we put in front of the National Endowment for the Humanities. We were going to do this regionally. And as tends to happen when we first throw a new idea out there, it gets refused. We decided to do it anyway. And thanks to Eric Franzon and the SEMWeb, the SEMTech team here, they offered us this space. Obviously, your $75 goes to help support the fact that we have our own suite down here, and I would encourage you all to use it. So if you're getting something out of the talks, engage, ask questions. If not, if it's beneath or below your expertise or above your expertise, feel free to use the room outside as well and talk with others. So we've got a great group of people who are participating here. Introduce yourselves to each other. Find out what kind of projects you're working on. We can learn from each other that way as well. We are going to be switching up our schedule just a little bit today because of Richard Wallace trying to get over from Europe. He got stuck in Frankfurt yesterday, I think. So we're going to have a fun time with him when he rolls in completely jet-lagged and have him do his presentation under duress. So that should be exciting. So with that, let's see. But the lunchtime will still be roughly the same, and I'll post up some ideas for places for lunches if people have ideas. Please use, if you're tweeting, it's the best way to communicate. There's also some other LODLAM events taking place in Europe, so they should be winding down as we get going here. But use the LODLAM hashtag, and that way we can see what's going on, and you can communicate with me that way. Of course, I'll be walking around as well if you have any questions. So one kind of quick survey. If you could kind of raise your hands if you're new to this field of linked open data, if you're getting used to the idea of RDF and stuff like that. I know I'm still getting used to it. So a lot of people in that realm. And if you've done some, it's great that some of the presenters have raising their hands too. That's awesome. That's exactly what we're looking for here. So trying to figure out how we do this together and learn together. And if you've got kind of more of an advanced knowledge around this, you've done some things, you've hacked on some projects, raise just kind of a show of hands. So a good variety. So we've got a good mix kind of on both sides of the spectrum. So I think we can help each other to learn. Remember, please ask questions as we go. I don't know, speakers, you can kind of say too, right when you get started with your session if you want to invite that or not. So with that, Sylvie and Corey, here from Las Vegas.